Guys, okay guys, welcome back to part 2 of my stationery organizer. In the first part of the video I went over what's in these top 2 drawers. In the second part I'm going to go over what's in these bottom 2 drawers. Here, this drawer in the middle is probably the most fun drawer because it's actually the ink drawer. It's actually super heavy. I'm actually nervous about this actually tipping over the entire drawer, so I'm going to not pull it all the way out. In here I have all my bottles of ink, some random cleaning and pen stuff, ink samples, bags of ink samples. Ooh, great, that one was open. I have bags of ink samples. These are from Goulet pen drops. So I'm just gonna dump all this stuff on the floor as I pull it out. So ink samples. Here I have a 7-time Bosch & Lomb jeweler's loop. It's nice for looking at nibs and whatnot. I also have a ink cloth in here, another ink cloth in here. This is a spare bulb syringe that I have to give to my friend because I ordered it for him when I ordered him this, a Lamy Safari in a Kelly Green, I believe, or Green Apple. No, Kelly Green was the ink I got him. This is Green Apple. This is a 2012 limited coloration of the Lamy Safari in medium. And then what else do I have in here? I have a Noodler's brush pen that I got with my bottle of Bay State Blue. I have some more ink samples down in here. 2 spare Platinum Preppies that are unused. One is a medium and one is a fine. Yep, this black one is a medium. It's an 05. I have a High-Tech C Cavalier refill. It's not fountain pen, but it's still an ink refill. I have a thing of silicone grease from the Goulet company. I have some spare Parker converters, 4 of them. Funny enough, because I don't actually have a Parker pen that uses converters, but I actually got these when I ordered a Parker Urban for one of my friends as a gift. I also ordered him a converter from Amazon for $10. And to my surprise, when I opened up the package, there were actually 6 in there. Now, you can see there that's the Amazon barcode and everything. I'm not sure if they're meant to sell these as a pack of 6, or I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be sold 1 each, but there it does have a part number that says 6 each. So, I don't know. Just, if you need Parker converters, maybe try buying it from Amazon. Maybe you'll get 6. I gave my coworker 2. I still have 4. Like I said, I don't have a Parker pen that uses converters right now anyway, so I have no use for them. I just keep them off to the side. Over here I have a damn it. I have a spare Quo Vadis bookmarks, elastic bookmark. It's nice. You use this to mark your page, and the elastic wraps around the outside covers. It's what I have on my leather notebook cover here. That's the Quo Vadis bookmark. Keeps everything nice and closed so it doesn't flop around open. And then in here I have a bottle of Noodler's Lexington Gray. It's a decent bulletproof ink. It is a bit on the gray side. It's very washed out black, suppose you say. It almost looks kind of like pencil ink on paper. Pencil ink. Almost looks like pencil on paper, but it's an ink. A bottle of Pelican Brilliant Black. Bottle of Noodler's X-Feather, Anti-Feather. A bottle of Noodler's Beaver, which is a brown. It's like a reddish brown. And a bottle of Noodler's Apache Sunset. And then over here I have a supposed to be wrench for my VAC 700. Bottle of Palette Iroshizuku Tsukio. Very nice ink. Very beautiful bottle. Let me just open this if you guys have never seen a bottle of Iroshizuku ink. It's a super expensive ink. The cheapest that retailers in the US are allowed to sell it for, as stated by Namiki USA, Pilot USA, is $28. But you can see here it's a hand, it's very simple packaging. There's just this one cloth label here and this little scarf made out of rope, I guess. It's a very heavy bottle. This bottle is only 50 milliliters, but this bottle weighs like maybe over 2-3 pounds. Because it's hand-blown glass. It looks really nice. You can see here there's an indentation there for your nib to rest into, so you can get as much ink out of here as possible when you're filling via piston or through the nib with a converter. Very nice ink, very well behaved ink. It is expensive, but you really are paying for the bottle for most of that ink. The ink itself is good, but maybe not necessarily worth $28 for a lot of people. I know the Goulet Pen Company actually sells the empty bottles when they have them for like $4 or $5 if you're interested in refilling one of these ink bottles as an inkwell. The nice heavy weight does make it so that when it rests on your desk, there's no chance of it tipping over. Here's the 4-ounce bottle of JB's Perfect Pen Flush with an ounce of it missing, and in that 1-ounce Nalgene. Here I have a eyedropper bottle of Noodler's Bay State Blue. Here we go. It's very nice ink, very vibrant, almost like a dry erase marker blue, but you know, it is a bit acidic, so it can melt certain plastic feeds, and it stains like crazy. It's waterproof, not bulletproof, but it is waterproof, and it will stain plastics and everything else. It'll stain your hands, it'll stain like black clothing. Got some ink on my finger from who knows what. Here I have a bottle of Gerabon Rouge Hematite, which is one of their limited run inks. Not as expensive as the Roshizuku ink. I believe most places sell this bottle. It's a 50 milliliter bottle, or 30. It's either a 30 milliliter, 35 milliliter, or 50 milliliter bottle. Probably on this box. It's a 50 milliliter bottle. It's just a small bottle, but it's a very nice ink. Most places sell this for $24. You can actually get this for $20. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but you see like down here there's that sediment. This is a very, very saturated ink, and when you write with it, every time you fill with it, you do want to shake the bottle to kind of spread that sediment, and not just shake the bottle, but you really want to really shake the bottle and kind of let all that sediment kind of just, I'm not sure how well you're going to make it out, but you want it to evenly disperse throughout the ink. And when you write with a wet pen with this ink, it's really nice because it's kind of like a deep red, but with a gold sheen to it, which looks really amazing on paper if you can really see it. This pen does stain. This ink does stain pens, so you kind of want to be careful with it, and it can dry and clog up feeds. So, just word to the wise, I never actually keep that in a pen itself. I will actually fill a pen when I want to write with it, and then actually drain the ink from the pen and rinse the pen out, just because I don't want any clogged feeds. I have 2 spare ink syringes in here, also from the Goulet Pen Company. Down here I have a package of O-rings to convert platinum preppies into eyedroppers. Then here's a bottle of Diamine Sapphire Blue, bottle of Diamine Turquoise. Turquoise has become one of my really nice favorite journaling colors. It looks really nice. It's very, very refreshing, I guess, of a blue compared to normal dark blues. But you know, Diamine Turquoise is dark enough where you can use it for everyday writing, in my opinion. Not necessarily for business letters or whatever, but for personal correspondence and journaling, I think it's perfect. A bottle of Imperial Blue. Oops. There we go. Imperial Blue and Sapphire Blue are kind of the polar opposites of each other. When you use Sapphire Blue and you start writing with it, it writes more like when the ink is actually wet, it's kind of purplish, and then it dries to a blue, versus with Imperial Blue, when it's wet, it writes kind of bluish and then dries to be slightly purple. You know, so they're kind of polar opposites. A bottle of Private Reserve Ebony Blue here. That bottle of Lamy Red. Also another cool bottle, if you guys have never seen it. It's almost like a very flat saucer-shaped bottle that has an indentation in the middle. So kind of like with the Roshizuku ink, that's meant for you to be able to fit your nib into and get as much ink out of this bottle as you can with just a piston-filled pen or a cartridge converter through the nib. Although, you know, honestly, with any ink bottle, if you want to get the most out of each bottle, you're better off using an ink syringe. And it also comes with a thing of blotting paper, not blotting paper for writing, but for after you fill the pen to wipe off the excess ink that's usually around the section. Oh, you can kind of see there. See, it's an ink collector for you to fit your nib into. And then I have a bottle of Noodler's Green Marine, I think. No, not Green Marine. Is it Green Marine? Mean Green. Whatever. I'm just opening it now anyway. Yeah, it is a bottle of Green Marine. There we go. I haven't used it yet. I just wanted a nice green ink, so I decided to order a bottle. Then I have a bottle of Waterman Mysterious Blue. Very nice blue. Very fountain pen easy, friendly ink. You know, it flows well, isn't overly wet, isn't overly dry, isn't too saturated, but just Waterman inks in general write really well. Florida Blue has kind of the best reputation of that. Then I have a spare Lamy converter for my friend's Safari, and then I have a bottle of Kelly Green that he wanted to also match with his Safari. That's it for that drawer. Oh boy, gotta clean all this up later. And finally, on the bottom drawer, I have miscellaneous stuff and unused stationery. I have pen boxes here. Those are Twisby boxes. My box for my Pilot Custom 74, box for my Lamy 2000. I'm going through this kind of quick because I see my camera's running low on battery. I have a Goulet Pens receipt. I have Clairefontaine Triomphe envelopes. So those so far have been really good envelopes for writing with fountain pens on, for letters and stuff. Oh, some packages with some personal information on there. I have 3 unused 3.5 by 5.5 staple bound Clairefontaine notebooks. I also have the same size 3.5 by 5.5 cloth bound notebook that I figured I'd try. It's actually twice the thickness of the staple bounds because it's twice the pages, twice the sheets. I have 2 very thin Rhodia staple bounds that my friend wanted. He's a bigger fan of Rhodia than he is of Clairefontaine. And then 2 unused Block 11 graph pads. Pack of blotting papers that I bought that I cut to custom size whatever notebook I'm carrying. Unused Rhodia dot pad. Another unused Rhodia dot pad. These are... I should have 2 of these actually. Yep, there it is. I see it. Oh. Well, 2 more of these A5 sized Rhodia staple bounds also for my friend. Spare Block 10 graph pad from Rhodia. This is really cool. This is an Aqua Drops notepad. It's not really good for fountain pen from what I hear, but what's really neat is it's kind of like a plastic binder in that you can actually separate this and switch around pages inside, take pages out so you don't have to rip them out. And I also have a pack of refills from. Pretty cool. This is, again, an A5 cloth bound Clairefontaine. This one's unused. Oh, that's another mini Rhodia pad. And then a spare graph pad. That's an A5. Notice the trend. Most of my writing is done in A5 size pads. I'm a big fan of A5 just because it's easy to carry and you could fit a large amount of information and text onto it versus something like an A4 or a US letter size, because this, yeah, you can write a lot more, and that's what I mostly wrote with when I was in college and high school, obviously, for loose leaf binders, but it's a lot less convenient to carry. And if you actually notice, like a lot of times in Japan, a lot of the Japanese notebooks, they're actually smaller size. They're A5 size, just because the desks are smaller and you just can't fit large binders and notebooks on those desks. So same reason why it's easier to find a writing surface to write with. It's not really great for very formal letters, which is why I have that A4 size Clairefontaine Triomphe pad. But for regular correspondence, short notes, letters, and whatnot, I'll use A5 size paper, and on a daily basis, with my scratch pads and the notebooks I carry, I use A5 size pads as well. Anyway, this part was definitely a lot longer because these drawers were a lot bigger. But I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at my stationery setup, how I organize them, or not really organization, but I was getting so much pen stuff and paper that it was kind of just loading up on my desk and everything, and I don't really have that much desk space to begin with. So I just went ahead and got this, and it's nice because it kind of keeps everything somewhat organized, keeps the dust off of everything, and allows me to just kind of dump all my extra pen crap that I don't really need on my desk here and slide, you know, and like I said, it's on wheels, so it slides right underneath my desk. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.